Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at the new Enus Jubilee and doing a bit of a customization. Saying that, I've already done the customization on the car, so we're just going to go through some of the things that I've done and we'll have a look at some of the options that are available for this car. Very quickly, just so you know, let me just load that up here for you. The top three cars here do not have any weaponizations or anything like that. No fancy stuff, it's just normal cars. Okay, the fancy fun stuff is all down here. So you're looking at Debauchee there for close to 3 million, Enus Deity for around 1.8, and you've got the Enus Jubilee for around 1.6. So we're going to do the Enus Jubilee now. Let's quickly get inside the car and let's have a look at some of the options. So this is the way I've customized the car. I tend not to put armour on the car because I don't know if it's a one rocket job. If it is, it's pointless putting armour on because one sticky bomb, one grenade, one missile from an oppressor or something or whatever it is will more than likely blow this thing up. So yeah, there's no real point in putting any armour on there. If you don't get shot by an oppressor, you'll get killed by something somewhere. Let's have a look at the armour plating. So that's very much like the Enus Paragon that you got from the casino. From the casino, that's it. So they gave that car away free when you finished all of the casino missions, and that had that same thing. It's on the doors, so I don't think it complements the car, so I'm not going to bother with that. Brakes, I don't think you're going to race something this big. Judging by the stats there for top speed and acceleration, it's not really going to be tearing up the road in any crazy way, so I'd leave that. Save your money for the more important and fun stuff. Front bumpers, I've gone for the arc bumper, but let's just have a look at some of the other options that we've got available here. So we've got the rally one here, which again I don't think that complements it, and I have seen those lights, fog lights, somewhere on a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. So no, I don't think that's going to work. That looks like a partly finished bumper from the sides. That doesn't complement the car. It's just different. Yeah, it's different colours. That's all it is. It seems to be. So if you want to, I guess, create a car that's got different coloured bumpers to the rest of the bodywork, so something like a two-tone effect, maybe black car with grey front and back bumpers, something like that. Then that is possible here. That's the impression I'm getting with this secondary. There's quite a lot of secondary options here. Let's have a look at this one. That's okay, still not the best. That just cleans up the front quite a lot, probably too much. No, I don't think there's any much of a wow factor. The racer thing there, just that seems to add a lot more weight. It kind of stacks the front, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I've kind of gone for the arc look. Saying the thing about stacking, yeah, that kind of looks a bit like a cheese grater, but or maybe a air conditioning vent. But yeah, we'll leave that for now and we'll see how it goes. Rear bumper, we've gone for the racer bumper here, and as you can see here, 6 exhausts because one's not enough. So let's have a look, and if you look at the bumpers here, it's the bit between the exhaust, that's the bit that changes. Okay, so keep your eye there. Can you see it change? Let's do that again. Look, we'll go down. The colours change. Yeah, that's fine. It's secondary paintwork. That's the bit at the bottom. See, it's changed. It's gone all kind of meshy. Then again, it's changed again. That's the one I've gone for. It's the same one, but with the black colouring, secondary sort of colour choice. That again doesn't quite work. The colour choice on that doesn't quite work. Colour choice on that, and I think that's about it. So as I say, I've gone for the racer bumper. Let's have a look and see what else we've done. Engine, we haven't gone for any engine upgrades. I don't see myself racing this car, so I'm not going to bother. Exhaust, I've gone for the aftermarket exhaust, so that's 6 pipes. As you can see here, that's 2 on the left and 2 on the right, and if we just angle it that way, you can see that it's quite flush with the rear bumper, so good option there. That's that kind of, I guess, chromey look if you want. Then you've got the boxed exhaust there if you want that look. They're slightly sticking out, as you can see there. Probably not the way to go. Then you've got the racer exhaust, which they kind of trick you into thinking they're flush, but I don't think they are. They do stick out a little bit. Same with these. These you can clearly see they stick out a little bit, and then those stick out a lot more, as you can see there. And then these are probably the most flush you're going to get along with these ones. So those are your exhausts. Quick recap there. That's the one I've gone for, aftermarket exhaust, just for the hell of it. I'll probably change it later, but let's just see. Hoods. Okay, hoods, I went for the primary middle intake. This is a luxury car, so you don't really want to go too crazy on big massive hood scoops and things like that. That might work, you can possibly get away with that. Let's see what else we've got. That definitely is not going to work. That's more of a sports car kind of setup, so you need a high performance car, but one that doesn't probably weigh 4 tons like this thing does, so that wouldn't complement it. Again, we've got this colour thing with the secondary colour. Everything seems to have a secondary colour option on it, so that looks okay. That looks okay. It's nothing great. You can barely see that. I hardly think there's any point putting that on. And the performance hoods there, they're really for a Karuma. It's that type of car is what you want to put those kind of scoops on. So I've gone for this one. The horn I'm not going to bother with. Imani Tech. Imani is basically Franklin's little bit on the side, slash hacker slash new female babe in the game type thing. Not quite my cup of tea, but yeah, we'll sort of deal with that later. For some reason, so we're going to buy the remote control unit here, which we've done, and I'm assuming that's going to allow you to basically take control of your personal vehicle and drive it around. I don't know where from, I don't know how far the range is, but assume it's kind of mimicking those drones, so you're not going to be going from one side of the map to the other. And the missile lock-on jammer, which I bought, I think that was like 800,000 or something like that. It was quite expensive, or was it 400,000? I think it was 400,000. And the missile lock-on jammer basically, I think, stops any car or anyone locking on to you, full stop. That's it. No one will lock onto you when you're in this car driving around. Again, that doesn't stop someone from putting a sticky bomb on your car or using explosive sniper rounds and maybe sort of, I don't know, one shot killing you from that point of view. The liveries aren't fantastic. That's probably okay. That you can see in the middle there, it doesn't work with the vent because it kind of chops through the vent and it's not kind of symmetrical, so that's not working, and that really makes it a lot more obvious. You can see there. So nothing fantastic there. Primary weapons, machine guns, yep, as you can see there, right in the middle. So I think they're kind of similar to the Ardent. I wouldn't bother wasting money on that. The proximity mine is, I think it was something like 137,000 I paid for that, and you only get the option of slick, but to be honest, if someone's chasing you, slick's probably the way to go. Failing that, throw a sticky bomb out the window. Respraying, primary colours, metallic. So let's quickly whiz through. I think I chose a red, which you'll see as we come down any second now, hopefully, he says. But I think I chose a red. I'll have a look. No, I know what I did. I chose a silver. No, I chose a black steel. That's it. I chose black steel as the colour, and then I put a pearlescent red tint on it, which you can see there. And we're quickly gonna, if we can get the tints to just show a bit more clearly. Okay, there we go. So I'm quickly going to whiz through the tints there. If there's anything there that kind of takes your fancy. The blues look quite nice. I'm quite partial to the blues. It's a shame you couldn't do anything with those rear headlights, but I guess that's just the way it is. So yeah, and we're back down to the red again. So that's the paint. Secondary paint, again, I haven't got any secondary options on the car, but if you did, like the bumpers and the bonnets and the hoods, the things like that, that's where you'll see the color difference, and you could possibly just have like a have the roof, maybe the hood, the front and rear bumper a certain type of color, sort of complements the rest of the car but not the same color, so something like maybe black and grey. You could go down that kind of option. If you wanted to. Skirts, I've gone for the primary sports skirt. If we can just maybe get this car this way, you might get a better look. I'm just going to work my way down. It's basically just, again, secondary carbon, secondary carbon. That's kind of how it's working here. So it's the same option, just it's either got carbon or it's got a secondary option. If anyone can make something nice out of just this particular bit of secondary trim here with the red, and maybe kind of Tron out this Enus, I would love to see that. If you could put a link or something to, you know, show that car, I would love to see that. Spoilers, really not much, to be honest. If we look at the car from about there, you can see that that's a heavy carbon fibre spoiler. It doesn't change the look. That seems to be quite glossy, I guess is the only way to say it, like a shiny black gloss, and then that's just whatever the normal colour is. Doesn't change it in any way, so I wouldn't bother spending any money on that. Suspension, I've stuck with street. If you want to see what it looks like slammed, 1, 2, that's what it looks like slammed. Okay, it's alright, it's not great. Transmission, again, you're not going to race it, save your money. Turbo, you're not going to race it, save your money. Wheels, we've gone for wheel type. I think we went for sports, I think. Let's have a look. Well, we'll have a look at these anyway, and hopefully he'll tell me which one I bought. I think it was about £8,000 anyway for the ones that I got. So it's not those ones. Let's try SUV. There we go, deluxe. So deluxe was £8,000. But we can have a look at these so you get a bit of an idea. So yeah, not a massive variety that complement the car. Loads of different rims, nothing that's properly complementing the car. These look very sort of off-roady, so I'm not really going to go down this unless you want to turn it into some kind of a military vehicle or something like that. Street, again, retro. Yeah, it's kind of like tin of beans, that kind of thing. Yeah, very old school kind of rims. Nothing fantastic. They do look nice when they're set in like that. So, but it doesn't work on this car. And those rims are too small. And those tyres, again, they look quite meaty. Like it's going to go off-road. Doesn't work. That looks quite nice. Very baller type effect. Very player kind of effect. So if you want that, I like the very, very deep step in on the alloys on this one. So that's quite a good choice as well. That can work as well. That can work as well. And this was the one I was originally going to go for, which was a synthetic Z or Z. That was the choice of mine, but then I went for the £8,000 ones. Let's have a look at the track ones. There's nothing really phenomenal here. That's okay, that works quite nice. Both of those, that works better, I'd say. No, nothing really that's standing out. So that's basically that. Wheel colours, usual colours. She'll quickly whiz through. And tyres, where we can have a little bit of writing, or we can do some enhancements. I've done bulletproof tyres, which you probably will need for some of the missions, and I haven't bothered with tyre smoke, but you can if you want to. So let's come out of the wheel options. I have limo tinted a car like this. I think it does need a limo tint. It's a very executive plush kind of car. So yeah, this is basically my customization of the Enus Jubilee. So I'd love to see what you guys think of it, and let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much.